Disclaimer, there's a weird audio effect on this week's episode because we were experimenting with having multiple mics, and then I didn't turn that off when we unplugged the second mic, so the podcast recorded itself twice and now has a weird audio effect on it. Apologies for my fuck-up, and we'll be back to normal next week. Thank you for your understanding.
Well, 5 years.
Have we really been doing it this long?
You fucker.
You stole my bit!
Stole my fucking bit! You know what this means, Ichi. Hey, shit!
As long as you're not using that cheap shit ZO2.
Hey.
Oh, you forced me now, motherfucker.
Oh, now I forced them. The sequel! The one that's not as good!
Fuck you!
The direct-to-video form.
Hey, shit! It's the longest bit of all time.
Next is right. Next form, please. Kill the roll call!
Woo!
We are live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Wielding equipment, the plot, and ire! Bluecaster, Ishida Zazil!
Loud and impulsive. Pinkcaster. Lane.
One little spark of courage. Dreamcaster. Global South Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome everyone to episode 235 of Radio Sentai Castranger.
Blaze, Pokemon if you please.
We are recording this on Saturday, March 9th, and today is in fact the 5-year anniversary of our shitty little podcast.
Oh, wow. I can't believe, like honestly, 5 years, that's nuts. We all started this show just because we saw a fucking train Megazord dick punch its way out of a coffin, and we were like, well, we need to talk about this on the internet for everyone else to hear. The picture is a hint?
Picture of White Waz is our hint. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, Smeargle.
Oh, Smurgle? Oh my god, yeah, Smurgle does look like another Waz.
Perfect.
Waga Torena.
Waga Kiseshi. So we've come a long way in 5 years.
Have we?
Yes. We've reviewed a lot of Tokusatsu, a lot of Rider, a lot of Sentai, a lot of movies, a lot of obscure stuff.
All of which you can check out on the discussion index on our pod site.
Fucking Tengaman we've talked about. We've had a lot of different people on this show, and
all of which I miss dearly.
yeah, no, like shoutouts to like Kevin, Cell, Raven,
Dave,
yeah, I miss
Tom,
him.
Derek.
Oh, Derek especially. Oh man. But we've
Fuck
also had the lovely Dreamcaster Emily with us.
She's here in the studio.
I'm here.
We
Yeah.
got her, ladies and gentlemen.
You thought we wouldn't, but boy howdy did we.
It was a long, painful, red tape-filled endeavor to get through her talent agency, but we booked her and she's here.
Talent agency meaning her mother.
Honestly, there's not much of a lie there.
and Blaze, and the fans,
And
we...
Steve.
Yes, honestly,
Fuck Steven!
we would not be doing this show if it wasn't for your guys' support. So thank you. It's great that we actually started to do this whole like live on Discord thing. Like I think
This is probably the best idea.
Like a year now we've been doing this.
Ish.
Yeah, like I think around ever since we moved in here, like this place we started doing it. So.
But it's really thanks to you guys that I have motivation to keep doing this, even on the days where I don't feel like doing it.
Yep.
So our fan base may be small, but it's loyal, and I love you. I love all you guys.
More loyal than me, and that's saying a lot.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and thank you to you guys for letting me be on this show, even though I'm a loser.
Well,
We're all
welcome to the House of Losers.
You guys are not losers.
We're also sad Gar couldn't be here. So,
I guess being home in Dunville is more important than our freaking anniversary.
Well, I mean, his family means a lot to him, so I understand.
Where is family now?
I'm sad that I didn't bring a cake or anything.
You brought Doritos.
I like Doritos more than
You
cake.
should bring a Dorito cake. Icing's nacho cheese.
You know, that sounds both disgusting and amazing.
Well, I know you love nacho cheese.
I do.
So, Lane, no. You're not loyal, lad. You're loud and impulsive. Yes, that's very true. I am. And
Yeah, you're no longer loyal. That's why we're recording on Saturday instead of normal
Okay,
Fridays.
so
And that's going to be ongoing from what I'm hearing. Much for any sense of stability in my life.
Yes. So unfortunately, due to some like complicated stuff at work, like 2 of my managers left, and so now there's only 3 of us running our entire store. So I have to unfortunately work Friday nights now. So it's like. Sometimes we'll have to record on a Saturday, sometimes we'll have to record on a Thursday night, so, like, I'm very, I apologize so hard for, like, this weird schedule change, but thank you, everyone, for working, with me on this, so, Ichi especially, thank you for being so understanding and patient, so.
That's a word for it.
I love you. But yes, I'm very impulsive because I bought like $240 worth of fucking CO shit. Because
I mean, I spent $300 on this shit during the same trip.
But I got the ZO2 ride watch. I got the ZO face sword.
The Saikyou Gilade. I hate the shit out of it, but I know what it's called.
No, it's fucking awesome. I got the G-Con grade so I can have the attachment with it.
So you can chuck it.
Well, because I also like the weapon. I like that it goes Jew. Got the
okay.
I got the. Well, what? I like it just yells gun in Japanese.
We should have had the fucking both the Gilade and the Zax out here.
Oh no, Jew! And I think my most prized thing I'm happy to own is the SH figure arts of Kamen Rider Zio himself because he looks fucking gorgeous.
I got the Brave level 50 figure.
And shout out to my buddy Reggie on Twitter. He's actually hooking me up with some stickers for the ride watches to put on the Zio figure. So
because they're uncharacteristically abysmal.
I'm going to need your help with that because you're the sticker master.
I am the sticker man.
You are the sticker man.
One of my side forms.
And then we got Beast More for Toys, and then
We're still gonna watch episode 2.
Yep, and then I impulsively bought a PlayStation 1 Classic because I like owning these little mini emulator consoles. They're fun. So Stan.
Ichi when you heard Lane couldn't do Fridays anymore.
Lane
that's not entirely inaccurate.
Lane Sentai Lane Ranger?
Because I've had so many fucking forms.
I don't think I'd want a Sentai of myself. That'd just be annoying.
Someone do fan art of it.
One of me is annoying enough, so.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, thank you, my dear. Anyway, so this week we're talking about Kamen Rider Zio episode 25. What the fuck are they doing with this show now? Super Sentai Smash Brothers episode 3.
Oh crap, that's what I didn't watch!
And our special topic for this week is the first episode of Tokusatsu Gagaga.
Gagaga.
Definitely did watch that, and it was... You know when something is so relatable that it makes you physically recede inside your body?
What was this?
I believe the word you were looking for is cringe.
Yes! Put it beyond Driver on Smurgle.
Oh my god.
So good.
So, you haven't felt like this, weird out about something that related to you since Misao was a thing in Zoojer?
Oh my god.
Does he have futuring forms of other Pokemon from the future that don't exist?
Maybe.
Futuring Slowpoke! Slowpoke!
Wow.
It's all connected. But yeah, so we're also talking about Tokusatsu Gagaga Episode 1, which it's a very interesting show. Adorable, extremely relatable.
We'll get into it when we're there.
Yeah. Anyways, cue that Zio shit.
Rider time.
Alright, let me start off by updating the Waga Kyuseishu counter is now at a solid 30.
And the Wagamo count is at a solid 50. So.
Well, that lined up well.
Yeah, right? So you're like I said, you're catching up. Another Waz is catching up. I'm actually, you know what? I won't even be mad if, like, you catch up and then you go over.
Yeah.
So.
Overtake.
But yeah, thankfully this week's episode we got more Waz and not less another Waz. So that was nice because now that Sogo doesn't have Gates and Soup fucking hanging out with him anymore, he doesn't really have anyone else. So Waz has to hang out with him a shit ton because what else is he gonna do?
Now that Gates and Soup have left, I have to deliver your mail.
That's pretty much what he said, though.
I mean, like, why would he be mad about that? Isn't his, like, whole fucking role is to be by Sogo's side the entire time?
Like, what the fuck else does Waz do all day?
I don't know.
Hang out on roofs and brood?
Oh, Sad Stitch is sad. That's actually really sad.
So the idea here is the Timejackers notice that the shining star of Regulus in Leo is shining, which apparently is the indicator that Omade is coming, but it's showing up way sooner than it should, which is supposed to be April. So Swartz apparently decides to take that as cue to pull out the fucking cheap-ass motherfucking cheating trump card form that he's been holding on to all this time, I guess. Another Zeo.
Yeah.
The power to control all the another riders.
And that's...
He gives it to this guy we've never even heard of yet, but who seems like he should have been someone we knew already.
Well, the thing with him is his character is he's connected to Sogo's past, so... But no, okay, just quickly getting into the Timejackers real quick. I am now, watching this show, am now realizing that, like, I have no idea what the fuck these guys' deal is. Like,
welcome to what I've been saying the whole show!
No. At one point, they're all, like, working together and shit to get stuff. Next episode, they're trying to all fuck each other over. And now they're just, in this episode, we just see them all just sitting together, just hanging out. And at one point, like, fucking, like, in another scene, like, Aura's just, like, sipping, like, juice or something like that. And then Schwartz, like, says something that makes her, like, drop her fucking drink, being like, oh my god!
First Waz was around them, then Decade was around them. And then they were working together, and then they weren't working together, and then the other Waz showed up.
It feels like they're a band of co-workers at the same company who hate each other's stinking guts, but they have to work together, but they're all also competing for the same promotion.
You are the scum beneath my feet.
That kind of makes sense, honestly.
Good thing Paul's not here, because I made a little Rascals joke. He hates that movie. I personally love that movie, so... But yeah, just like, God, Timejackers, what the fuck? Like, what are you even trying to do anymore?
All we really know is that
they're trying to make a new king
to replace Omazeo.
Yeah, and like that's working amazing.
Why that's even a thing that can be done, and what the benefits of doing so are, and why they're doing it, are all still wildly unclear.
Why aren't they all just helping them make Gates Revive a thing then?
Why aren't they just helping Sogo not be an asshole?
Well, he already isn't. It's just something happens. We still haven't figured out what it is, but something happens to make Omazeo.
Like, I feel like there has to be some sort of ulterior motive to replacing Omazeo their specific way with the other riders that they're working towards. That is their actual goal. Because, like, they're creating monsters that attack humans, but still... They claim that their motive is stopping Omazeo, the great demon overlord,
from attacking humans,
from destroying humanity. But their methods are still causing humans a lot of pain and suffering.
I have no idea. It's like
can we just pull a Decade and shoot this show's fucking legs off and just go to the next one?
Did Decade do that? Oh yeah.
Episode 31, the show ended. Can we have that again, please?
But now we know why the show ended early because they didn't want Rider Toys and Sentai Toys being sold at the same time. So
That is the stupidest shit
That is
ever.
incredible.
Yeah, because Decade had a lot of potential to keep going and be awesome, and then no, they just cut it at 31 episodes with a cliffhanger, and then they fucking fucked up the cliffhanger in the movie. Anyways, I can talk about Decade forever.
So anyways, let's talk about another Zeo. So this is a power set where the user is going around extracting residual another rider's powers into his own ability set.
Episode 31, Sogo falls down the stairs and dies.
Is that what happened in Decade?
No,
It ends with Decade, with Deanne, the other rider in the show, just like running up to Decade, pointing his gun at him, going, Tsukasa, Kaito! And just shoots him in the face.
And then the show ends right there. And then where the movie picks up after that,
It's
it
just
completely
Decade
ignores
going.
that scene.
Decade's just like, you want me to fucking destroy all the riders? Fine, I'll destroy all the riders. And he destroys all the riders, and then he gets himself killed.
Talking about self-fulfilling prophecy.
He lets
I
us.
found a picture of another Zeo.
But yeah, oh, yeah, he does look like a fuggler.
Oh no!
He does look like
Oh
a fuggler.
no!
You guys show Tom that.
Ah! I took one look at another Zeo and went, it's a Titan!
Ichi, you know what you're actually...
And the show will be taken over by the Titans!
Okay, so now what you're going to do is, for the thumbnails, you're going to take that fuggler's face and put it over Omazeo's body. Yes, he also does look like Nemesis from Resident Evil 3.
He does look like Nemesis!
Nemesis is fucking badass. I don't care what anyone says. Can we have a remake of Resident Evil 3 with him?
Get your wife, challenges Zeo to basketball. It's motherfucking Space Jam!
We're back to Space Jam.
Yeah, Emily, you weren't here last week. We made a Space Jam joke. It was great.
But you make a Space Jam joke every week.
Yes! Yes, we do.
Because it's the most relatable fucking movie ever.
So, Omazeo...
It's one of the least relatable movies.
Okay,
so another Zeo is going around attacking the hosts of the Another Riders.
Play basketball with cartoon characters against aliens. I win.
So, Kakugawa Hiryu is going around attacking the previously Another Rider host humans to extract the residual power of their Another Riders so he can use their powers.
But they don't remember anything.
So, the show respects the logic of time travel enough to point out that none of these people remember who Sogo is because he fought them in the past and erased the timeline, meaning they had no reason to actually meet up in the corrected timeline. But at the same time, the show chooses to ignore time travel logic by way of Kakugawa Hiryu being able to extract the Another Rider powers from humans who, according to the revised timeline, never had them to begin with.
I don't know.
The show really fucking cherry picks what parts of time travel it likes to respect the logistics of. 'Cause Jesus!
Ichi, I think I finally realized you hate Kamen Rider Zeo, but you love to hate it.
Oh, sure.
That's
Oh, no, that was never in question.
But no, I just want to quickly, in terms of Omazeo, another.
Right? I
another
keep
Zeo-
wanting to say Omazeo instead of another Zeo.
Another Zeo's design.
It's drilled into my brain because I thought Omazeo was another Zeo.
So another Zeo's design, I fucking love it. He's so terrifying. He looks cool, but I noticed a flaw on his design. So apparently, where it says the year on his suit, it says 2019. Because Zeo showed up in 2018, so he should be from 2018. Yeah, so that's fucking weird. Otherwise,
it's a really, really weird thing for there to be a discrepancy on.
Yeah.
I actually was thinking that too. I'm glad you brought it up because I didn't remember when we were here.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah. So I actually like who the host of Another Zeo is because. So he's.
Oh look! The writers decided that Sogo should have his own fucking backstory suddenly. 25 episodes into the show.
Yeah, so we find out that apparently 10 years.
Zero mention and zero setup for this, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, Sogo had parents, but they died 10 years ago, and here's someone who hates them because of
bus
it.
accident.
Yeah.
And so apparently, Sogo's parents died in a bus accident, and the only two survivors apparently were Sogo and then what's his name?
Kakugawa Hiryu.
Yeah. So here.
Get it? His name has Kako, which means past.
Oh. Fucking God, Japan. So he survived as well, and so I guess he's pissed off at Sogo because he got his parents killed or something. I don't know.
Maybe he thinks it's Sogo's fault the accident happened.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Schwartz lied to him and told him that, and he believed him.
Why
because
is this
all
making me think of Bandersnatch of all things?
I've never seen that, but I heard it's
The
good.
Black Mirror Choose Your Own Adventure thing. Are you allowed to put a spoiler warning for that, or?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's a thing. Spoiler warning for Bandersnatch, I guess.
Well, when was it from?
Little earlier this year. I think most people who wanted to see it have seen it, but it has like a million different pathways in it. So apparently there's stuff that nobody's found
Yeah,
yet.
it's like a choose your own adventure show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one of the ending, the main character, his mom died in a train crash, and apparently, because it involves different timelines and stuff, one of the timelines you can go to allows you to make it so that you also die in the same train crash, thus preventing everything from happening. And
Okay.
I don't know why, but I don't think they're gonna pull that, but it reminds me of it. Because there's time travel and an accident in the past, so...
I just laugh at this, like, Soup,
Sorry that was dumb.
like, Soup, now being fully on the side of let's kill Sogo, decides to go hang out with Uncle Junichiro, who doesn't know that she wants to kill Sogo, and just drills him for information, and he happily gives it to her because he doesn't know that she now wants his nephew to die. And she asks him about Sogo's parents, and then you see the two, her and Gates, sitting in their fucking condo or wherever the fuck they moved to, talking about Sogo's parents who died 10 years ago. And my response, looking at these two time travelers, is, should we go back in time and stop Sogo's parents from dying? Nah.
What if the Sogo whose parents didn't die becomes Omazeo?
Oh, but yes, they did. I read up on ZO2, and apparently Sogo acquiring the powers of ZO2 gave him Omazeo's ability to manipulate time at will. So, like, it's not just he can just rewind the past, he can literally travel through time whenever the fuck he wants now.
Well, yeah, they said that ZO2's power set was supposed to be what turned him into Omazeo, so it makes sense that he'd have some of the powers.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that he went he got a different form because he decided not to go the way of Omazeo. So.
He went light side instead of dark side.
Well, no, he just channeled both sides.
I
guess if he channeled only darkness, he would have gotten Omazeo, but instead he just decided to channel both light and dark. That's why we got ZO2.
So it's split in half.
I still grossly dislike ZO2's brand of cheap shit, plot escaping bullcrap. Nothing bad can happen because I can just snap my fingers and undo it.
It's main character powers.
Oh god, that's fake, but yeah.
It probably will be not dissimilar to it.
So this, like, Waz and Sogo
It'll
are just...
probably look pretty much exactly like...
One thing I will say that I liked about Sogo this week is when they first encounter another Zeo as another build, Sogo goes right to build armor and just fires off the attack right away, and I kind of admire that, like, he knows what to do. But then when they go to another Exade, he tries the same attack and it doesn't work, so now I don't know what the fucking rules are anymore.
I don't know.
Or rather, no, he doesn't go Exade. Gates just fucking yoinks it from him.
Yeah, because, like, Sogo's trying to explain to him, it's like, no, fuck you.
Here's another inconsistency. We've seen several times where Gates was able to just pull the Exade Ride Watch out of fucking whatever and use it himself, but he has to turn to Sogo to ask him for it this time? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, like, they figure out, like, oh, defeating another rider with the proper ride armor doesn't work. So it's
Well, I guess we'll have to use ZO2 with his fucking cheap shit ability to beat any another rider, even though it's not the corresponding power.
Yeah, but apparently Gate Survive also has that ability.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. Like, fucking Froz just tells him, well, if you had the power of Gate Survive, if you do the thing, you can do the thing. Basically. But it's supposed to be for killing Omazeo, so you have to want it. We were talking about that the other day, about how some shows handle well and some shows don't, where power sets are tied to your emotional state.
Yeah, no, that's dumb. Drive was the only one that actually made that work.
I I'm not gonna lie, I like emotion-based powers, but they have to be done in a way that actually makes sense.
Yeah, it was hit and miss.
Steven Universe does it pretty well.
No, but yeah, so apparently for Gates Revive can't work unless he wants to kill Sogo, like, more. It's like, you're not wanting to kill him bad enough.
Oh, sorry.
It'd be hilarious if just, like, Soup wants to kill Sogo, so he just hands the watch to her and she activates it.
I have a question.
Yes.
For both of you. What do you like better? An item that actively changes the person's emotional state while they're using, or an item that someone has to be in a specific emotional state to use?
I would go with the former because it's interesting to see someone under the influence of a
So
form.
basically Hazard or...
Yes, exactly why I love Build Hazard, because it turns Sento from, like, this really nice, pacifist fucking guy into just an unstoppable silent killing machine.
I'm so bad because I was
glorious.
imagining it as, so do you like the Dorado or the Venero? The one that is like happy family magic, or the one that makes you into an edgelord when you use it?
Yeah, that's why I'm interested to see what's going to happen with when Gates uses Gates Revive. Like, if it's just going to turn into this unstoppable killing machine, or... Like, probably won't do anything to his character. I don't fucking know.
I know that I'll be disappointed if Gates Revive doesn't actually involve him dying and reviving in some way. Because if not, what the fuck is the point of calling it Revive?
It could just be a random, like, word that vaguely...
They just pick random English words? You know, it wouldn't be the first time.
It's just like how so many things are called revenge, or, like...
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't have anything to do with revenge.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being dumb.
Also, there's a weird thing where, like, he goes back to, like, get the powers of, like, another Fies, but he doesn't do Forze.
Right? That really bugged me. Also, the first time we see him, he's using another O's, which means he's already basically stabbed Dan Kuroto off screen.
Dan.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, you can kill Dan, no!
Or at least send him to the hospital. I want to see how he did that, because Dan Kuroto is not a man you simply trifle with.
No, they couldn't get Tetsuya Managa back.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely it.
I don't know what fucking else happens. Oh yeah, so then like Sogo has like one of his prophet dreams again, where he like
he and Gates are fighting.
Him and Gates are fighting, and like.
Well, I guess that means it's gonna happen. Spoilers. Yeah. Like we didn't see it coming anyway.
And just fucking. Soup's being so weird. Like she goes back to like talk to the uncle.
Yeah,
and
I mentioned that.
Someone misses you.
Does he have any weaknesses? Something I can stab.
Backstabbing bitch. Like I fucking hate her now. I hate Soup.
It almost feels like she was looking for weaknesses because like she talks to Junichiro about the dead parents and everything, and I just feel like Soup's gonna next week just go up to Sogo and go, "Hey, remember your dead parents? Don't they make you sad? Gates, stab him now!"
Oh my god, no!
Will do, Soup!
Why did you turn her into Mr. Meese?
Can do! Mr. Me Gates?
Also, I really love that, like, after Sogo has his dream, he talks to Original Laws.
Original Laws?
Laws.
No, I just want to see another Waz just with like Mr. Meese's face, and then just different Waz just show up. It's like, he's for me! That's
Perfect.
I just want to die!
Did anybody take that picture where it says Daniel, the cooler Daniel, and have it be Laws and then the other ones?
Cooler Laws? What I was saying is, so Sogo and Laws are talking, and like he's like, oh no, he's got so many rider powers, and Laws is like, you've taken countless rider powers yourself, Wagamao. And my immediate response to that is, no, you have not taken countless rider powers. They can very much be counted. It's less than 20. We can count it. It is not countless. Why would you say something so stupid and objectively wrong?
I don't know.
Oh my god. So, anyways, Zeo and another Zeo fight. Another Zeo has Zeo 2's stupid clock-faced rewinding time prediction ability that they all stole from the Victory Striker. and they just shoot their attacks at each other, and then Kakugari Hiryu vows vengeance and jumps away.
Woo.
We're fated to cross paths again and again every week.
Oh yeah, so then another thing with like another Zio when we see him, he like Zio 2 does like his little like the victory strike or whatever like that where you can like copy his moves.
Yeah.
But and then another Zio does it too, and it just reminded me of like Sherlock Holmes' Game of Shadows where just like Holmes like is fighting Moriarty and so he's like doing his like premonition like I can predict like everything he's gonna do and I can counter him, and then you just hear Moriarty just go. Yeah, you think you're the only one who can do that? And then he predicts
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So I predicted you would predict my moves.
So, but I kind of wish he wasn't Zio 2 when he was fighting him. I wish he was actually just basic Zio because that would have made more sense.
But then he wouldn't have been able to do the prediction.
But yeah, when he turns into another Zio, he fucking like summons like an evil Ziku driver and like inserts the ride watch into it and he transforms. It was fucking awesome. Like it was so goddamn cool.
It's an interesting detail that you see another Ziku driver on his another ghost suit before he actually transforms.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting what the nature of that power set is.
Evolto!
Yeah, so there's also this subplot of them trying to protect Hayase, who used to be another wizard, but of course he doesn't remember him.
Yeah, and
so it gets really fucking awkward. It's like, hi, I'm your bodyguard now. I promise I'm not a creeper.
And then he like leaves and is like, I have to get away from the creeper.
And he bails!
And just watches like Wakamoto. Like,
he doesn't remember you.
Oh. Well, why not?
And while he's sitting in the club during this magic show, he talks to Wasp, but like, now, I know that another Zio is attacking people, but I'm kind of happy that we'll get to see Gates and Soup again! I miss them!
But no, like, when Sogo asks Waz, he's like, why? He's like, well, because Gates went back to 2012 and defeated another wizard in the past, and then I just wanted Sogo to be like, when the fuck did you do that, asshole?
2012, that's when.
Well,
I don't remember that!
Ichi misses wizard armor.
I got the Soto figure of Gates' wizard armor.
Yeah, Ichi gave me Decade armor and Gaim armor, but he's still got to build Gaim armor. So
I'm not looking forward to building that fucking monstrosity.
Oh yeah, he also went another Gaim, which I was happy about because I love another Gaim.
Yep.
It's fucking cool.
Oh, the best moment in the episode. So Kamen Rider is fighting another Gaim.
Yep.
And he goes into Futuring Quiz. And then he does his whole Maruka Batsuka thing with a question about whether tomatoes are fruit. And
or
the attack...
tomato, fruit, or fruit?
But then the attack fails because he asked a question that isn't a straight yes or no answer.
No, it's still a constant debated question.
Yes, the...
So his attack failed because it wasn't yes or no. That was the funniest shit ever!
And then he goes featuring Kikai, and he, like... takes these two, like, satellites that are dishes that are on top of this building and just turns them into fucking laser beams. And I was like, holy shit.
I want more of that. Pew pew.
Oh yeah, and then he used his like spear attack and he like he used the launching of the spear to like propel himself forward into the another rider. It was fucking amazing. That was like really impressive.
I love the Zikanda spear. It is awesome.
No, it's a dope weapon. Yeah, no, that was funny how he just like fucked up the quiz powers. But I actually really like Future Quiz. It's a nice form.
The colors don't really match up, but I love the concept of it. Just like a quiz master with a fucking Riddler cane.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, next week we get Gates Revive.
Hooray!
I mean, it's probably gonna be cool when he shows up.
I will say I like that shot of the eye catch at the end where it shows the Zio ride watch and then it like fucking glitches into the another Zio ride watch.
Yeah. Oh god, I hope that another Zio ride watch isn't gonna be expensive.
Probably.
I think it's probably gonna be an exclusive of some kind.
Yep.
All right, on to Smash Bros.
Guess you forgot to watch this. I'm
Oh,
so
boy.
Sorry.
Just quickly again. Sorry about the background noise, people.
In complete seriousness, keep forgetting because I keep thinking to myself, has Ryu Soldier started yet? Oh no, it hasn't. So there must not be a Sentai. There is a Sentai thing, and
They're not going to stop, dude.
Sorry for
They can't
being-
control
I'm
themselves.
sorry for being such an idiot. I'm forgetting.
Wow. We're recording here, so if you could keep it down, that'd be super.
I think he's gonna yell. Oh, he didn't yell.
They're, like I said, dude, they're not going to stop.
Our house is full of rowdy teens.
They're not really teens anymore.
I
They're
don't
like,
care.
They're like early 20s.
Emotionally, they're teens. With attitude. So they're the target for the show.
Oh yeah.
So the fate of Earth is at stake, except they're not on Earth. I love that was the opening line of this episode.
So yeah, so we got introduced to Doggy Kruger for this episode. So that was nice to see him.
Except for that one shot where he had no clothes. We'll talk about it.
We'll get into it.
You had no clothes at all.
Yeah.
So the episode starts with, haha, Bakaharu was under Geizorg. Oh no!
I mean, you know what's funny? After that, we don't see him again.
Hooray! I hate him!
Everyone hates Bakaharu. So yeah, Stinger and Doggy figure it out. So that apparently Rita's whole plan is to get all the power up this giant fucking crystal, so that go down. Hopefully you put the name of the. There you go.
To summon ultimate Dai Satan.
So.
That's. Wow, I love it when Japan just throws.
No,
Satan.
and then they said this where it's ultimate Dai Satan, the ability to wipe out the entire universe with a single snap, and it's
you Thanos motherfuckers!
The question is, why would you want to wipe out the entire universe?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like when someone a good guy brings it up. What are you gonna do after you take over the world?
Farm.
I never thought about that.
Rita clearly has had some bullshit happen to her where she's just angry at existence.
Yeah.
That might I mean, that is very possible.
I mean, they could very much just say no, she just hates, and there's no reason for it because it's
She doesn't care
Sentai.
enough to even self-preserve.
Most Sentai villains are not deep enough to have reasons for things. They just destroy because we need a villain.
Destroy.
But yeah, so most of the episode is Stinger and Doggy Kruger being the spy motherfucking badasses they are.
Yeah.
But there's actually really nice respect to continuity because Doggy runs into Marvelous at one point and they're talking about repaying each other for favors.
Oh yeah, because he showed up in Gokaiger.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck is that?
Zeo Ryusol Red Armor.
Oh,
that's
That actually looks not bad.
That's actually pretty badass.
Put that on Gates, actually.
Yeah, that looks better on Gates, but that still looks pretty cool on. Anyways, so
the semifinals of the tournament are happening, and it's Ryu Ranger and Time Red versus Gal Black and Ginga Blue. And the Red Rangers win, which means the final match that we're going to see next week is going to be our protagonist team versus these guys.
Yeah. And so, their entire plan or whatever like that is just to, lure out Geizorg so they can, just defeat him or something. Or they can rescue Takaharu.
And we find out that Geizorg's plan is apparently to just swap bodies until he controls whoever the hell is the strongest.
Yeah. So we find out that apparently when they were fighting the Gokaijus at the beginning, Geizorg was fighting the Gokaijus, if you noticed, Luca wasn't there because Luca was Geizorg.
Which makes sense because Marvelous mentioned that it was Luca's technique that it was using. And then when they fought him earlier in the special, he used Nin Retsuzan, so it was Takaharu then.
And then afterwards, he apparently took Silver Stinger. So.
Yeah. And then Marvelous decides to put it on himself to go find Luca.
Yeah, no, that was the most badass thing he did. He's just nope, doing it, and you just see Marvelous's, costume with Geizorg's helmet on, and I'm like, that was fucking
You know what I never get? Whenever they quote-unquote take off or put on helmets, how it's always in front of the face.
Yeah.
Is it really so hard to just actually put on the helmet for a fucking second?
Well, no, because they
can't mess up the hair.
No, it's not even that. It's because they have clips inside the helmet, so, you actually have to, unclip it, and then it, goes, in half, and then you put the helmet over, clip it back in, and that's how you have the helmet on securely. So that's literally why they can't do that.
I guess. I was gonna say that helmet looked like he could have slipped it on, but whatever.
No, they have to unclip the clip. So.
But I wanted so bad when Marvelous put on the helmet for us to just see an actual like Geizorg henshin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I don't think he has one.
Yeah, I was gonna. He doesn't seem to be. He's not really a Sentai or a Sentai-like even. He's more like just a Kaijin, but with special powers.
Well, I mean, he's got the Ryu Soldier's sword, so he kind of is. I would call him a Ranger-like.
Okay, then, yeah, it would be interesting if he did have his own transformation sequence.
Like, he's basically the equivalent of Wolzard, and even Wolzard had a henshin.
Yeah. So to lure out Geizorg, Kagura and Doggy decide to have like a fight with each other, which when I saw last week's episode, like I saw the preview and I saw them fighting and I just saw Kagura like tossing fucking Doggy around, and I called absolute bullshit on it because Doggy Kruger, Deca Master, is such a fucking badass Sentai veteran that like he's so experienced he can't get his ass kicked this easily.
And I gave it some thought, and I predicted exactly what happened. I knew that Kagura was just gonna pull her. Saikyou guys!
Yes, but thankfully the fight, like they were fighting, but like it was planned to like just have Kagura win. So.
I don't think it was. They just agreed that they would go out there and focus on the fight so that the others could focus on their mission.
Yeah, but I think also that it was like Kagura knew she couldn't take on Doggy properly because Doggy would kick her ass. So, but yeah, she tapped into her thing because that's Kagura's ability. She can just imagine herself to be whatever the fuck she wants and she'll do it. So
that's awesome.
I gotta say it. There's that one shot during the fight where they clash and talk to each other, and you see inside their uniforms, and Kagura's Kagura. But then for some fucking reason, Doggy has no clothes on.
I think he didn't have a shirt on. So.
But why wouldn't he have his uniform on if Kagura's got her clothes?
I don't fucking know.
That was a really fucking weird decision to make.
That's why I saw that image and someone posted, and I was just like, "No, Doggy, she's a child. Kagura's a little girl."
All I can think of, this is terrible, is the Phil Swift flex tape. Yay, Doggy!
Yay, Doggy!
Yay!
I saw this Doggy in half.
No!
Whoa! I mean, she kind of did.
Yeah, right.
Phil Swift, go!
Oh, God.
Please don't saw anyone in half.
I just don't know why they had to do that with Doggy.
I don't know either, sir. Anyways, so this is pretty much the episode. Like Yamato didn't do anything because last episode he had his fucking time. So
I will say it was pretty cool seeing Kagura dual wield the bridge claw and the Tokyo blaster blade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they ever did that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so they figure out Rita's plan and they're gonna stop her, and then the episode ends with Ryusol Green and Black, who claim to be looking for Kishiryu, but it's not mentioned which one, and then the golden ticket decides to kick in and poofs them away. And then we see, I think, the guy who is Master Red walking into the ruins and is eyeing the Hajimari no Ryusol. For what purpose? I don't know. We'll have to find out next week. So yeah, next week, Rita's bullcrap is unearthed, everyone goes super form, and we apparently do get to fight Dai Satan.
We do?
Sure, why not?
Sweet. Castrangers versus Dai Satan.
How far would we get in the tournament, do you think?
I'd be impressed if we made it to the tournament.
I'd join.
Well, as the Tokyujos say, go for it.
Marvelous.
I always think of that as the Castranger theme song, not the...
Yeah. Alright, and feature topic time.
Oh no.
This is really great timing to talk about this because the show just ended this past week. It is only 7 episodes, and anyone who is any sort of Toku fan must watch it. It is so adorable and somewhat relatable, and it encapsulates the Toku fandom so well. Oh my god, it gets really emotional.
No, so this show, like, I've only watched the first episode, but like this is great.
I've only watched the first episode too, and
It gets so much better, trust me.
it really, even this episode did get very emotional about what the reason why. I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but the reason why I love these shows so much a lot of the time is the values that they have and the characters have, and I wasn't expecting that to come up in this show, and it did. So
Yeah, and it's also because like the main character's name is Nakamura Kano, so like she's secretly like a huge fan of Tokusatsu, but she's like a Toku Ota, so she's like a closet Toku fan.
Let me clarify. Toku Ota just means you're a Tokusatsu otaku.
Yeah.
The term for being a closeted Toku Ota is Kakure Ota, which is the word for hiding.
Yeah. So she's like doesn't tell anyone else that she is, and she keeps like everything to herself, and like she tries really, really fucking hard to like keep it to herself, and not let anyone else find out because like
The cultural stigma of being into kids shows.
Yeah. So like then like I get it's a cultural thing, which like Japan, but like that sucks that like if you like something super passionately that other people don't think it's like appreciated, like they'll shit on you for it.
Trust me, this show really hammers in the whole fuck what everyone thinks, like what you want to like.
Yeah. So like for me, like I can relate to her, but I can't also because I don't keep my love for Tokusatsu secret from people I know. Like
Me either.
Even at work, I tell people like, yeah, I like this like Japanese shows and stuff, but like I don't get into it because I know they don't care. So my parents even know, and they're just like, it's just a thing you like. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. So while we can't exactly relate entirely, it's easy to sympathize.
Yeah.
Based on a conceptual level, but it's not exactly something we choose to hide.
Like, oh my god, just like every little thing. So like, okay, explain the show that she like really, really fucking loves.
Well, there's two major Tokusatsu shows that are addressed throughout. Well, it's kind of those two shows throughout the series. So the main show that she watches over the course of Tokusatsu Gagaga is Shippudoto Jushoan, which is basically Gao Ranger. It's three warriors.
Yeah, so
the red one, Shishileo.
Toadriger, the blue one, and then the yellow one, Cherda.
Cherda. And I will say that there is a fourth ranger who comes in later.
Cool.
that's cool.
I won't say much about it though. So they're all animal themed, and they fight the evil Zen Aku motherfucking guy looking, whose name is Genka, who throughout the show is basically represents the objects, like the obstacles is the word I'm looking for
In life.
in Kano's life.
Yeah. And that's what I like about this show is that every time she's like faced with like a dilemma or like, something that's like really, really on her mind, like she thinks about like the show, and then the show kind of like represents like what she's going through.
And yes, Kagedex, you're right. It does seem more like Geki Ranger. That's what I was trying to remember.
I definitely say that that's a thought process that's happened in my mind before.
Yeah, so like this, so the biggest example in this episode, especially, was that like at least the ongoing plot that was happening throughout this episode, because there was like two subplots. So the first subplot was that she's on the train to work, whatever like that, and then she looks over at this woman sitting on the subway train, and she sees like she has the Toadriger keychain from her show, and she's like, oh my god, she must be like a fan of the show, whatever like that. So then she just puts it upon herself, where she's like from one of her coworkers gives her like this like cute mascot keychain, like it's like a little gift from like a trip that she went on.
It looks like what would happen if Garnet was in a newspaper
Or like Undertale, I think. Like, it looked like Garnet if she was like an Undertale monster.
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of did. I didn't think it looked like anything, but now that you guys put it, it did look like Garnet.
It has Garnet's hairstyle.
So then she comes with she like thinks of the idea like, oh, maybe if I get a keychain of like Shishileo, then like next time I see her, she'll notice, and then we can make a connection, and we can be like Toku friends.
And also, it's subtle enough of a piece of merchandise to where that anyone who looks at it won't realize that I'm into it. They'll just think, oh look, it's a cute little mascot.
Yeah, because like she already has several other like cute keychains on her purse.
And I will make a quick comment that I think the little white puffball thing she has on it is a little much because it kind of blocks the other ones.
That is, I was actually thinking.
Right?
So yeah, so she goes. So it does
Operation Ichthys.
Yeah. So like
They
This is
actually
on the Christians who hit.
they
him.
compare her struggle to find a fellow Tokusatsu friend to the struggle of the Catholic of the Christian people who are trying to hide their religion but also find other people of their faith with the Jesus fish symbol.
Yeah, that's so I learned that the Jesus fish is like actually like a way of just like other Christians going, hey, I'm a Christian too. Let's Christian together. Let's Jesus together. So yeah, so she decides like on her lunch break, like, okay, I'm gonna go out and like I have some time on my before my lunch break ends, so I'm gonna go to like different like gashapon machines and like find a Shishileo keychain. So she like tries to go to these different ones, but like there's people constantly around, and she's like, oh, like I can't do this in front of all these people because then like they'll catch me and then they'll see I'm a Toku fan and they'll be a loser.
I genuinely don't know why the whole it's for my son or relative or something like that excuse didn't become immediately apparent.
I don't know. So then she goes like she's like, oh, I can go to the store that's like a bit like out of town, like near the outskirts of town. So like she goes there, but then like there's like this evil like store owner that she's like, oh,
see in the window that they have what is pretty clearly a riff on Precure.
Ninkyo, the owner of that shop, and that merchandise that you just mentioned are plot points later in the show.
Oh my god, do they actually explore the not Precure of that universe?
Yes.
Oh my god, they actually do it.
That's cool. So yeah, so she like walks off or whatever like that, and then she like tries to go to the machine, but then he comes back and she's like shit, and just like runs off or whatever because I guess like he can't catch her doing that. So then yes.
So let me just comment on the owner there for a sec. They don't highlight it in the sub version that we watched, but apparently the name Ninkyo isn't like not apparently, I know it for a fact. It's a nickname that she gives him, and apparently Ninkyo means like Yakuza or Mafia member. She just calls him that because he looks like a gangster.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, he kind of does.
I thought at first they meant that the store was a front.
I mentioned the store was a front. So then, yeah, so she goes back to work, whatever, like that, and it's just like the thing where just like, it's just like I hate this personally. Like I'm not trying to be like offensive to the Japanese people, but just like I kind of hate just like how like a lot of Japanese women, they're like fucking gossipy as hell. Like they just like they talk about anything and they just like laugh about it, like about these people they're talking behind their back.
That's
and I'm
like all women.
that's true. Like everyone talks.
I
about
didn't want to be the one to say it.
I'll save you by saying it. Even though I'm basically, I don't know if I'm even count as a woman. I'm literally a potato with hair on it. But like even when I was in high school, all the girls were always talking about everyone all the time. They never stopped. So it is a universal truth.
It's like kind of relating to this. Like it's like that episode of Ghost where like they were like helping that idol chick or whatever like that, and then like she found out like she could read minds or whatever like that, and like her friends were like talking shit about her, and then she just like she like found out and she just screamed, like, why don't you like me? And they're just like, whoa.
But
so,
the funny thing about that scene with the gossiping women is Kano's reaction afterwards, as she just decides fuck them and walks off.
Her insult, yes.
I curse you to have all of your favorite shows interrupted by golf games.
yeah,
Oh my
which is an actual
Oh
thing.
my god, too real.
Because our episodes of Rider and
Are
Sentai that we
delayed,
usually like to
but-
watch get
yeah.
interrupted by golf.
Look at all of our golf.
Games.
Look at all of our
Thumbnails.
golf thumbnails.
Oh man, the guy in Lock scene was the best one.
Yep.
So yeah, so then after work she's like, okay, I know this like kind of like school area or whatever like that, or like a park where there's like a gashapon machine nearby. So she goes there and she finds that there's like three left, and she's like, oh,
It was
there's 3 left, or like 4 left. So it's like, yeah, I have a chance. Like I have enough money that I can just, if I get all 4,
I'm an adult. I can spend my money however I like.
So the first 3 that she like gets, she doesn't get it. So she's like, the last one has to be it. So then this little boy's just like, oh, like comes to the door and just like, oh, can I play? And it's like,
And that's where we meet the child that she will forever
calls-
refer to as Damien.
yeah, which is a reference to the Antichrist, which is the son of the devil.
I have to say that this actually went a lot better than I expected. I thought it was gonna have him basically being like the evil kid who took stuff from her and everything, but they end up actually becoming friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like they're actually walking in the park and talking to each other
and relating to each other, and that is something I really like that they showed, and they didn't have the implication of it being creepy or anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that goes along really well.
So yeah, so then like it's just really.
Like, there is nothing creepy about it. They're just both talking about a show they like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really adorable because she's just like going through this whole thought process, just being like, I can't say that like I'm doing this because then I have to be an adult about this. I have to let him have it. And it's just like, I don't want it.
He like sees right through everything.
It's like will you put your money in here? Do you want it? And she's just like, you know what? Okay, I'll let you have it. But you like have to give me something in return or something like that, and he's like, "Oh, okay." So like she turns it. It is Shishi Leo, but she gives it to him. But then they go to another machine, and he plays the machine, gets the Shishi Leo capsule, and she just like beyond
I just
ecstatic.
love how the show hams it up like it's such a glorious, amazing miracle. Like it's a fucking top tier rarity from a gacha machine.
Hey, you know what?
You
no,
feel
it's a pretty
Yeah,
big
no,
deal.
no.
It's like when you're playing Overwatch and you open up a loot box and you get like a legendary item and then it's like the skin you've been wanting for a character.
That's
like,
exactly it. It's a gacha game.
Yeah, you're like overjoyed.
You open up your one Lego movie figure and it's present business.
We're all making very specific references to the same overarching concept of gacha game roles.
Or blind boxes in general.
Yeah.
It's like when I rolled Ingwe in Grand Blue Fantasy.
So
I'm lying. I sparked it. I subtext him.
So yeah. So she gets.
I don't know what that means.
So she gets,
Exactly.
So she gets the keychain, and then like the next morning she like. Well, like then we cut to like karaoke. So like.
Oh my God! The karaoke kaijin.
So her friend.
That was so the way that mental process worked. This is really, you know what? It's embarrassing, but I'm gonna admit it. I 100% went through like all of my depression imagining it like that. That's where the whole doubt thing came from. It was the whole idea of it being like some kind of monster that a magical girl would fight. And then we have a show where this is happening to an adult woman who's having her anxiety over her liking being discovered, being represented by an actual karaoke kaijin.
And I will say,
Great.
fucking Charihiko, that asshole who's getting all up on her face about her singing, I hate him.
Yeah, I know, he's annoying.
He gets worse throughout the show.
So
I hate him so much.
Can you give like a hint as to what he does?
Oh, he just gets right up in her face, like, stop! What do you do? Like, okay, this is.
Oh, so he's like that hippo girl.
Okay, this is episode 2, quote unquote spoilers, but the Tourier lady and Kano end up being friends and hanging out. So Charihiko happens upon them, and they're like, "Oh, how did you two meet?" And he just gets, oh, I want to strangle him.
Anyway, so
I'm
yes.
sorry if I went too deep. I just thought that it was, even if it was embarrassing to say that it was something that I'd never really seen shown in a show like this before. So.
Well, that's me too. Like I have my characters in my head that like I keep to myself, and like you know I like also look for them like what would they do and stuff like that. So,
All the time.
yeah. So like she gets invited to like do karaoke night with like a bunch of her coworkers, and so like she's like oh, I can't go up and sing because I only know like Toku songs, like so like yeah, so she imagines like this like karaoke kaijin just being like, you have to sing this song or they'll also know you're into Tokusatsu and you won't want that. So she runs out because she's like really embarrassed and she's like doesn't know what to do, and then she gets like she encounters her Metal Hero show that she watched.
That's the other show that the other fake Toku show is in here. Emmer Jason.
Yeah, Emmer Jason. This guy looks fucking awesome. I love this guy. He's super fucking cool. And he's just like, yeah, don't be afraid or whatever like that. You be very subtle about this and like so
Protect your hidden lifestyle.
Protect your lifestyle. So she like goes back in
Will
and
they show why a Toku hero shouldn't reveal his identity, as that he'll get constantly random people ringing his door and leaving?
oh yeah, that was funny. So like it's like damn fucking kids. So
I like that the fucking worst case scenario in this is the fucking hypothetical scenario of Emmer Jason getting Nikki Nine-Door.
Yes.
You darn kids! I just saved you from a monster last week, and that's the gratitude
Also,
I
he
get.
comes out in full armor.
Yeah, well, he's a robot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, he looks like a metal hero, but he's actually just a robot.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't henshin or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he still looks fucking cool. So so she goes back in there, and so she decides to put on Ember Jason's theme song. And then, so she's like, yeah, just like, like, I'll just... So
it's a show I used to watch as a kid.
Yeah, and then it brings out, like, the nostalgia for everyone else. It's like, oh, yeah, no. And then, like,
my brother watched it.
Yeah, and these other two girls are like, oh, maybe we should, like, sing, like, the anime songs we used to, like, watch as when we were kids. And then, like...
It's basically their equivalent of us just getting up and singing Disney songs.
Yeah, or...
Which I have done.
Yeah.
I can relate to that as well, because anytime there's karaoke, I just bust out Be Prepared.
So...
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
including the hyena laughs, which always kills everyone in the room.
So, like, as she's singing it, just, like, Ember Jason's just, like, beside her, just be like, oh, like, don't sing this part too loudly. Oh, like, pretend you don't remember the lines of this. Like, don't sing it too fast. Oh, sing this part, like, slowly. Like,
and now, your hidden weapon! Fuck up the English parts!
Yes.
And don't know anything past the TV size!
Yes, don't show them you've heard the full version.
It just, yeah, so the whole time, and then just, like, you see, like, she's just, like, yelling at, like, the karaoke kaiji, and he's just like, no, fuck you! And just, like, blows up, and...
No, he doesn't blow up, it's just like, oh yeah, well, there will be other times where you'll have to sing karaoke, what will you do then? And her response is,
3 other...
Haha!
I can survive 5 more times!
Kage-chan, who sings other Toku songs, which is clearly a reference to fucking Kageyama from Jam Project. Not only did he sing Tokusatsu songs, but he sang all kinds of other popular songs, and I can sing those songs by just saying that I'm a fan of Kage-chan. Ha ha ha! With that logic, I can get through at least 5 more episodes! And her response, and the karaoke kaijin response to that is, well, if you could have done that, you didn't have to sing Ember Jason's theme song. I couldn't resist! But that's not entirely true. The logic does follow, because if she had sang one of the Kage-chan songs first, then she would have had less songs to do later. Doing Ember Jason's song first, meaning she still has all 5 of those songs left. So there's still a reason to do it, besides just liking the song.
Yeah. But anyways, that was a fucking clever ruse she did.
That was brilliant.
So the next morning then, like, she's like sitting beside, like, her friend who she goes to work with or whatever like that in the morning. She, like, she's just, like, standing there, and she's like, okay, got the keychain on. It's just like, ahem!
Oh yeah, her friend who totally does not have a crush on her.
Yeah.
Onoda.
And also is okay with ignoring old people.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. So just like,
They're
yeah,
on the
she's
subway.
in the train or whatever, and there's elderly couples like walking by, just starting to look for a seat, and then she's just like, like.
What would Shishileo do?
No, but this is a thing I actually relate to, because like
That was
sometimes
the moment
I
that
don't.
went from sort of relatable to incredibly relatable.
So like I don't usually, like, I know this is an asshole thing to say, but like I usually don't like giving up like my bus seat, because like I like to sit when I'm sitting on the bus. I like to sit in the very back of the bus, on the far right back of the bus, because that's my favorite seat, because it's like out of the way. I'm out of the way from everybody. So like if someone, I'll honestly admit, like if someone takes my seat when I'm like on the bus, like I'm actually like a little.
No wait, protagonist seat is far back to the left.
So yeah, so like occasionally, sometimes I won't offer my seat to an elderly person just because like, but like I don't know, because like it's just my thing where like
you're an asshole. Move on.
No, once I sit down, I just like to stay where I'm seated. So, but anyways, so then like she imagines Shishileo just on the subway, and it's just like.
It's so funny, just like, she's in the subway with Onoda, like, things are normal, then you just pan over and Shishileo's just standing there, like, gah!
Yeah, and he's just like, don't let your depression, like...
Be an excuse to allow the weak to suffer.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, no, you're right, and just, excuse me, miss, you can have my seat, and then just Onoda's just like, yeah.
I guess I'm getting up too, fuck me, right?
But yeah, so then...
It'd be awkward to just let only one of them sit.
So then, like, later on, she's on the subway again, and she's sitting across from the Tiger lady, and then she's like, please nose.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, and she looks up, and she's like, and then, like, related to the show, it's when Shishileo and Tiger first met, and, like...
Your beast don't recall that to me.
Yeah, and it's weird, because, like, they're transformed, so...
Yeah, that's the thing, like... In the Jushoan episodes, you never see them unhenshined, but I will say that you see the actors who play the Jushoan characters at some points later in the show.
That's interesting.
Yeah. it's a really weird thing, but
so
I
like
think they handle it well.
so like she acknowledges her, and then she like walks off, and she just like kind of turns back at her like before the train goes off, and just like waves at her, and she's just like, "Yes, I did it! I made a new friend in the Toku community," and she's like felt super good about herself. And then like we also dove more into her past, where like we find out like her mother thinks it's like Toku's absolute garbage and a waste of time.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a main plot point over the show.
Yeah, I saw a clip from another episode, and just her mother's a fucking asshole.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's just really cute that like also there was a cute moment where like she like ended up like remembering a show that she used to like, and then ended up marathoning it overnight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Stranger 5.
Yeah, because like that actually is a thing I do. Sometimes I'll remember like a game or a show that I used to really enjoy, and then I'll get into the mood to play or watch play that game or watch that show, and then I
do it
just
till 7 in the morning.
Can confirm.
or I'll go out of my way. So like sometimes like I'll be in like a mood for Mortal Kombat, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what? I never played those Mortal Kombat games, and then order all the Mortal Kombat games, which I actually did. So
Yeah, the difference between you and what Kano's doing is whenever you get one of those streaks, you end up spending money.
yeah, I'm bad with my money. But yeah, so overall, like, honestly, this show's fucking amazing. It's fantastic. It's adorable. All the references are great.
I'm not going to go into detail for spoiler reasons, but the Toryger lady is waifu,
Okay.
and you'll see why if you watch the rest of the show.
See
Well, she likes
waifu?
the blue one.
It's not, honestly, it has nothing to do with the fact that she likes the blue one. She's just best character.
Question, do we find another person who likes Cherda?
Not really.
Damn, that sucks. There should have been like a trifecta. Would have been cool.
There is, but not for Cherda.
Okay. Oh.
You'll see what I mean.
Okay. But yeah, so like I love this first episode, and I want to watch more, so I plan on watching the rest of this for sure. So it's gonna be fun.
Do it up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have another discussion about the entire series afterwards.
I think we should.
I definitely want to watch all of it.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe we definitely should.
We can do another
It's not very
topic.
long, so...
It's only 7 episodes. Each episode is about 40 minutes. So it's about the equivalent of a 13-14 episode anime.
I'm down to talk more about this on the show, and I bet Gar is down to talk about it too. So
Yeah, since he's not here right now.
Gar, we miss you.
Gar, 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 gar. He is not here.
Tokusatsu Gagaga.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this has been our Castranger 5th anniversary episode. So we hope you all enjoyed. Thank you everyone for supporting us and being with us all this time, especially longtime fans. Blaze.
Believe.
Oh, but bye, Armor Hide.
So yeah, as always, the hub site for our nonsense is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook page, Twitter accounts, our merchandise, which is up for sale, our Discord server, where you can not only hang out and chat with everyone on the server, but listen live to the show. I like to say Fridays at 9 p.m., but that's not happening these days anymore.
Well, it will go back to normal. I
If you
promise.
pay attention to the studio audience chat, I'll be posting when each week's show will be happening until we attempt to get back on schedule.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening.
And of course, there's our Patreon, where you can join cool people like Blaze and help donate to keep us, to help the show run. And
What's happening on the next episode?
yes, let's bring up next topic.
Chico, Sentai Castranger.
So, freshly subbed is the Cross movie.
Oh, sweet.
Kamen Rider Build New World Cross.
Yeah.
I am excited.
Oh,
I hope this movie's better than the Be the One movie.
well, we have lots of Bloodstark in it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say go. I wish I could get more Night Rogue back, because I miss Night Rogue. I love you, Night Rogue. You're awesome. I do. No, I express my hate for new Gentoku in the Prime Rogue special. I hate him. I hate what he's become. I liked him when he was an asshole, controlled by a fucking magical box.
What?
Just the fact that that sentence is something I have to go, yup, that's accurate.
Yeah, he was controlled by a magical box from
From Mars.
space, from Mars.
That's how it works.
This is my favorite show, ladies and gentlemen.
Build's pretty fucking good. Anyways, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you for making the last 5 years the best years of my
A
life.
fucking treat. Oh my god.
Thank you for letting me be a part
Yeah.
of this, even though I'm super dumb.
Yeah, no, I really love doing this show. It's brought it really brings out like the real me because you know Tokusatsu is a big part of my life. I love it so much, and like I honestly have to thank Greencaster for getting me into it. So,
It's all Paul's fault.
It's all Paul's fault. It's all your fault, Paul Shania Twanger.
Is he here? Oh, he is here.
Yeah, he is here.
You just have to call Shania.
You heard me, Shania Twanger.
You just have to call Shania Twanger and you can get
No, we're
it.
thanking you for getting us into Tokusatsu.
It's our anniversary.
I own that pain every day.
It's our anniversary. Oh my god.
Or don't
I
ask.
just made a George
Every
Shrinks
day,
reference.
I own the pain of that choice. It weighs on my soul. I feel as though I have detrimented.
No, literally, I like
only
every
I had a time
once I
limit.
started. Once Paul introduced me to Commodore Kabuto every week, I'd just be like, "Hi, Paul." Oh God, highlight. So yeah, Tendo did this badass thing this week in Kabuto.
Yes, he
Oh,
did, Lane.
that's great, Lane. Tendo Sochi's a badass. I know.
This week,
Let's
it was
walk
years
over
ago.
to the Co-op and I'll buy you a Slurpee.
Yay! He did. He bought me several
That's
Slurpees.
It's true.
how that went.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna be out here.
Bye 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 bye. See you next week.